Here, man, 122 pounds and 10-5, man. Watch this good Errol Sports TV, bro. Here's from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Watching
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas Sports.
All right. As soon as I start doing the video, laws go crazy. But it is what it is. We're going to keep this party rolling. I should have just left them locked in the kitchen. Get my grass cut. They're irritating. But, and you know the person cutting the grass. Maybe they can't see him. But nonetheless, man, BoMac have some choice words for he fired back at Errol Spence.
If you see an Errol Spence game, if he has any weakness in this game,
I don't see him improving from the first time I watched him to now. Even from the Olympics to now, I don't see no improvement as a fighter.
The fight does happen between Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. How do you see Crawford winning? Would it be a decision or by knockout?
Just dominate.
Just dominate?
Just dominate. He's doing what he needs to do. That's definitely going to be in shape. If it's knockout come, we'll go ahead and take it and go from there.
Do you think Errol Spence will beat Crawford's toughest fight?
I think it's going to be his worst fight. It's not tough. It's going to be his worst one. One fight he even had in his life.
So you heard him. So he fires back at Errol Spence. He said it's going to be the worst fight that Errol Spence got in his. He said this is going to be his hardest fight. So it's going to be Errol Spence's worst fight. He said he's seeing winning by domination. And he says that Errol Spence has not got better since fighting in the amateurs. So, I mean, that's the way BoMac gonna take his dig back at Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence, and it is what it is. He's still remaining respectful. He's saying he don't think he got better. So they're gonna keep exchanging. They're going to keep exchanging words. That's just what it is until they may not agree. What Errol Spence say may not come true. What BoMac say may come true. BoMac say may not come true. What Errol Spence say may come true. So they can continue to go back and forth all they want to, but they got to be fought in the ring. And what do you expect BoMac to say? Oh, it's going to be a tough fight. It's going to be a tough and rough fight. Remember, I was saying that to Floyd. No, he gonna say this guy gonna dominate, and Errol Spence, and it ain't like he got disrespectful. He said that he don't think Spence. I got that is being disrespectful. They didn't get ignorant because he could have got ignorant and said some other stuff about Errol Spence, and he didn't. Excuse me. He said he don't think he got better, and he don't see no improvement. So, Errol Spence gonna have to show him that I have improved. Who knows? Who knows? But he said he see him, they gonna stop him. He said he don't know. He said he see Bud winning by domination. That's what he said. He said, I see Bud winning by domination. Now, as far as him not getting better, as far as the Olympics, of course he's got better, in my opinion. Now he might have some different opinions about that. Of course, he gonna fine tune some things, but of course his conditioning got better. Of course his punch placement got better. Of course, some things got better about him, or he wouldn't have made it this far. But the trainers can talk and they can build this fight up all they want to, but obviously, and the fighters can talk. And obviously, this fight gonna be done in the ring. And for Errol Spence to do what he did and pull up his boxing resume like that mattered. And talking about he can't be this and this, that, and the third. So, what I got to do about getting in the ring? No trainer never was a world championship. He guided you to a world championship. So, what did that really got to do about the price of tea in China? Honestly, what do that got to do with anything? But BoMac can keep saying what BoMac want to say. He said he gonna dominate Errol Spence. If the stoppage come, but they plan on dominating. He said it's gonna be its worst fight. He said it's gonna be his worst fight. So it sound good. It sound good. Let's do it. The talk is the talk is the talk. We didn't heard it. We didn't, now it's time to walk the walk. Now it's time to walk the walk. He believed in his protege. Derrick James believed in his protege. And Errol Spence just got in his feelings. Maybe it's his craft. So I understand it. It's his craft. But, to be petty and pull up niggas box rec and all that, to me, you just sensitive. He talking about Jamel being emotional and all that, nigga, you sensitive. Let's be real. Instead of just taking your advice and taking away to your approach, you're gonna get into it with the coach. Putting up his box rec and all that shit, like your coach's box rec ain't come on, BoMac fought in the heavyweight division. James been knocked out too. So come on. So they can keep going back and forth all they want to. But whoever had the last, like maybe one of them fights where you get in there and they have respect for each other at the end. Maybe it's all for showmanship. But a lot of these fans are invested into what they're saying. They are heavily invested into what these two guys are saying. Not Terrence Crawford. Every time Terrence Crawford talk about Errol Spence's respect, but nobody bring that up. Nobody bring that up. Think about that for a minute. Nobody bring it up. He said, well, on the Sean Porter podcast, we was cool. He said, I rooted for Errol Spence in the amateurs. I've been a fan of Errol Spence. But can't nobody that positivity don't monetize. It doesn't make the money. It doesn't make the money. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make the money. Anytime Bud do something right, Bud say something right, they never make videos about it. They never make videos about it. They never make videos about it. So, but like I said, all they do is go around here and latch on to what he said. That's all it is. So Errol Spence is just as responsible as how reckless his fans are. He responsible for that flaw because all they do is regurgitate what they say. And even you catch Errol Spence, you catch Derrick James saying what the fans say. And the fans say what they say. At the end of the day, it's got to be a judgment day. If it ain't a judgment day, cool. Just move on. But they continue to pull up lies and they continue to point out when Terrence Crawford do take a minor shot at Errol Spence. They point out when BoMac do take a shot at Errol Spence. They don't talk about when Terrence Crawford big him up. They don't talk about Terrence Terrence Crawford daughter losing her shoe and running around the track. But as soon as Errol Spence, poop, it's all. It's that. And I tell you this about Errol Spence, he ain't changed his habits. I tell you that he ain't changed his habits. Everything that he done went through, he ain't changed his habits. Her last weekend, he ain't changed his habits. So, they worried about a fight, and we worried about when we get to that fight because he's still living the same lifestyle. Ain't shit changed, probably him putting a wheel in. Come on. We talking about a fight that might not happen. We talking about a guy that slid down the same road he slid down and crashed in. And I meant figuratively, not literally. So, come on. Because Crawford could have a field day about Errol Spence. He could say a lot worse than what he said. I would have. With the stupid ass fans and the stupid coach. But you know what? He know one day we going to be in the ring and I'm going to let it all out. And, what's worse than domination? Embarrassment. That's what it's going to be. What's worse than domination? You know what it is. But of course, BoMac gonna clap back. You already the type of dude. You already know. Come on. You say something to him, he gonna clap right back at you. So you can talk about his weight, you can talk about his discipline, you can talk about his heavyweight record. And ultimately, when you walk into that ring, only thing that's gonna matter between you, Derrick James Crawford, and BoMac is the coaches, is the intellect, the gamesmanship, the adjustments. You know, that's all that's gonna matter. All that's gonna matter. Crawford ain't never said nothing about Derrick James. Only thing he said about Derrick James was, "My coach will beat your coach, put the money up." That's it. Y'all forgot about that, huh? That's the only thing that he said. You know, and Crawford's been very respectful. Errol Spence is the one that ran from the fight. You can do a compilation of questionable shit that Errol Spence said and Terrence Crawford said, and I guarantee you Errol shit should be a 735, whatever 34, whatever aircraft long. Come on. But that was BoMac clapping back. And it is what it is. Tired of the War of Warriors. Split pen to paper. I keep saying ain't no roadblocks, but we ain't heard no venue leak. We ain't heard no dates leak. We ain't heard the Skyfall. We ain't heard a press conference link or nothing. So, you know, to that day, it is what it is. It's just going to continue to be gamesmanship. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notification. We go live with our video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. That's what a donate. Just thumbs up, share the video, comment, subscribe. Hit my Linktree link. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, IG, all that stuff. First link in the description. Find me everywhere. Appreciate the love, support. Check the boxing news of what's what.